Hi, I'm Shaka Starks and welcome to my channel. I tried these tape-in extensions for the first time and girl, they are so bomb, so versatile, so easy to put in. If you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. I am hella excited. I'm so nervous to try this hair, this style, but I have watched 1,000,000,000 billion YouTube videos. It's my first time doing this, but I'm feeling pretty confident. It looks pretty easy. So I'm just gonna do what the girl said to do, and that's have two mirrors, good lighting. So I'm in my son's room. I got a mirror behind me and a mirror in front of me and my camera. So hopefully hopefully that's enough. If not, I might have to move into the bathroom, but I'm gonna tell y'all what works. So this is it, okay? Y'all gonna get the real, because I've never done this before. So before I get started, let me show y'all my jewelry. I'm in love with these pieces. They're from Ana Luisa. I got them like a minute ago, and I haven't filmed in a long time, so I need to show y'all. Look, I layered them. This piece and this piece actually came together. It like looks like jade. Let me zoom in so you can see it. This joint is so pretty. It looks like jade and it's so shiny. It's not real gold, but I pair it with my gold and diamond M, and it looks so dope. So this came together. I put this on this chain. This chain gets real long too, which is dope. Let me show you. See, so that's all the length that I have left. This can be really long, but I like it short, especially with the way that I have it. I think it looks so cute. And then my earrings are also from Ana Luisa. This is one earring. It's so pretty and sparkly. I like to put it up there. My rings. This ring is from them too. And this is my favorite piece. This little, like, I think they call it like a watch bracelet or whatever. Let me show you. Get into that, right? Ain't that bossy? All of this is gold plated, but it looks so good. I love the way it looks together, and like all of their jewelry is pretty much made for like layering and mixing and matching. So I love that. Like all their pieces are pretty like small and dainty, but really like kind of bold too. Like I feel like this jade is like subtle but bold. So this came in a set of 3. It came with 2 other studs, like really tiny studs, similar to these, probably a little smaller. But I'm gonna keep it G. I took the earrings out to wash my hair, and now I do not know where I put them, but I'm gonna find them. But they look similar. The set looks similar to this one. The ring is my second favorite. It's very comfortable. It's open on this side, which I love because I have big fingers. Like my ring size is an 8, so sometimes I can't find the right size. So I picked this one purposely just to make sure, you know, it was gonna fit. But that joint, and of course my rings and my Cartier Love bracelet dupe. But anyway, y'all ain't come here for jewelry, you came here for this hair. But if you're looking for jewelry, get on. I got it around Valentine's Day when they were having like a sale, which is why I got multiple pieces. They're having a March Madness sale, I think. So go ahead and copy some of these pieces. Perfect to layer up. Again, you wear a nice v-neck. You know it's about to get warm. We won't be, it ain't sweater weather no more. I'll leave the link below. But this child, this hair, these are tape-ins, y'all. I never ever had tape-ins, So I'm nervous. Tape-ins to me give me like the old school when you glued in your tracks onto your hair or onto your scalp. That's what it gives to me, but better because you're not putting the glue. The tape goes on your hair. And I've also watched a bunch of videos of how you remove it just to make sure. I really wanted to get into this, so I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I'm not gonna lie, I am nervous because I have fine hair, so I really don't like to have something like weighing on my hair or to have a lot of tension is not good for me. And the way my hair is set up, so if it's uncomfortable or if I feel like I'm getting a lot of tension, I'll just take them out. So this is the hair I'm gonna be using. This hair is from Amazing Beauty. And I'm just show y'all what it look like. Package, that's what it looks like. These are what the bundles look like. I got 18-inch straight Remy hair in jet black because my hair is pretty black. This is what it looked like. When I first took it out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not a lot of hair. So I'm really glad that I got 5 packs. But now that I'm looking at it, when you look at one and you consider that you're gonna use 2 tapes for every piece, it's like, oh, that's not a lot. But then when I put them all together, child, I'm like, there's no way I can fit all this on my head. Like, that is a lot. So we're gonna see. Excited to install it. It comes with a clip, a comb. Thank you. I'll be needing these combs. And some extra tapes. So we can reuse this if it works out for us. And then a card that gives you some tips on how to care for your hair and wash it. I'm nervous for that part. I'm nervous for the washing part because it's like this hair is straight and obviously once it's wet it's going to be 2 different textures. So, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm just combing out my wrap. My hair is super clean. I just washed it this morning. I didn't add any product to it because the girls said that you can't do this if your hair is like oily or anything because your tape-ins will slip. You freak out. So let's get into this. I'm just parting my hair, putting out some hair in the back so that I can have enough to cover my tape-ins if I want to put up my hair in a ponytail. Using these clips, that was really helpful. Here is what it looks like. You just pull the tape back. It's really easy. And I'm just sticking it onto my hair, not right on my part, but I'm starting with sticking one onto my hair away, maybe like, I don't know, not that far away from my part, but not directly on my part. And then I'm flipping that piece up, and whatever sticks to that first piece, I'm just sandwiching. That's what the girls say. I'm sandwiching it with another piece of extension. I do this a few times, so you'll see how I get the hang of it. So that's the first piece. I flip it up. I don't want a lot of hair in between. So I'm just making sure that that hair that is stuck to that first piece is out of the way, and then I attach the second piece. Okay, so I moved again because the mirror situation in the other room was just not working. I was feeling so nervous because I really could not see well. Honestly, it's not easy. This is easy, but it's not easy to film because you need so many mirrors. So I'm in my son's bathroom where I have this mirror and then this what is it, medicine cabinet mirror, which is really helpful because I can move it. I'm going to continue to show you a few times how I do this, peeling off the paper and then putting the first piece down where I want it to go, making sure it's not too close to my edges because you already see what's going on there. Then I'm flipping that over. I don't want too much hair to get stuck. So I'm just taking whatever hair is on there, and I am sandwiching it with another piece. Right here, I'm making sure not to like push it down and secure it like right away, because if I wanted to change where I position that, like once it's stuck together, it's stuck together. And you don't want to put any oil on your hair at this point because they'll slip out. So that's how you get them out. But here I do it again. I'm pushing down very lightly just so that enough hair sticks. And then I flip it up and then I add the second piece. After I add the second piece, that's when I kind of add more pressure. And um, then, I'll make sure it's secure. I do this similar, well, this time I did it similar to how I would apply clip-ins. Oh, see? That's what I mean. Like, I didn't apply that much pressure yet, so it was easy to take that off. So I'm going to do it again. And once it's perfect, I'll place it down. I'll flip it over and then I'll see if I like it. Once I know like that's where I want it, then I'll apply the pressure. Some people use their flat iron to make sure it's sandwiched and secure together. I didn't want to do that just because I wasn't sure how this was going to feel, if it was going to feel comfortable after a few days. So honestly, I really didn't plan on, wearing this style for a long time until I see how it feels for me. And I moved back into the bedroom, y'all. This lighting is way better. So I'm doing the same thing. You can see it a little better because the tape is black and my hair is black. You really need to be in a bright space because you want to make sure that you're sandwiching those two. Like those two pieces are sticking together. You don't want to just like willy-nilly sticking onto your hair, onto your scalp. They need to stick together and adhere. So that's why having good lighting is really important. And my son's room is really bright. So here I'm trying to see where I want my side part to go because I wanted to make sure that I could do a side part and a middle part. This style is super versatile. The wefts are so flat that it pretty much allows you to part your hair wherever you want. But I really wasn't concerned with like wearing my hair up or half down or half up or anything like that. So I just wanted it to be full everywhere else. Next time, I think I'll put them like closer together. I did leave, kind of like a gap in between each track, similar to how I do my clip-ins. Like, like covering up each row, but you really don't need to do that. You really only need a space to cover up where you want your parts. So I think it would have ended up being more full if I would have did it closer together as opposed to like, doing row by row and leaving some hair out. To fill in this section, I actually folded a piece of hair in half and I made this section I made that part smaller. So don't be afraid to cut your pieces of hair. You don't have to use the whole section. And now I'm done. I finished my hair. I did the same thing on the other side and now I'm just going to flat iron it and trim it a little bit. I'm so happy with the way that it came out. The hair was super silky and soft. So I'm glad that I silk pressed my hair before I started. If you want to see my silk press routine, go ahead and watch that video. I also did a protein treatment before I started this because I wanted to make sure that my hair was really strong and could hold the weight of these tape-ins, but they're so light. I know they look heavy,
which is why I was so nervous, but they are so light. I could not even feel them, and they came out looking so natural. So I'm happy that I tried this, even though I was super scared. So of course we gotta get these edges right, okay? So my girls, my guys, with the thin edges on my squad, team, no edges, thin edges, whatever. Whatever. We gonna finesse it right now. So I'm using my Eco Styler gel, and then I'm using some, I don't know what that's called. That it's like a gel, an edge control, and it's black, and it does what I needed to do on my toothbrush, and I'm just, you know, making sure that my edges are laid and blending the rest of my hair together. Ladies,
If you have fine hair, thin edges like I do, I think it's safe to say we can still rock the tape ends, okay? Like now you see me, I'm flipping it over. I made sure that I could do a side part and a middle part, but really I could part it wherever, honestly. Um, yeah, we could do it. I think it works for us. So go ahead and try this style. Be patient with yourself. It's going to take some practice. I'm sure the next time I do it, it will be better. So thank you so much for watching, y'all. I will keep you updated on how this hair holds up, how it looks when I curl it. But this is the look. So thank you for watching. Don't forget links below for this jewelry is from Ana Luisa, and they're having a March Madness sale, so go ahead and copy these pieces. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!